Hi guys, I thought I would use my channel to talk about something that's very important to me. It's not hair related. I guess at the end I'll make it hair related for like a minute, but this is really important. And it has to do with the fact that there is still racism, there is still prejudice and discrimination in our country. This is something that's obvious to me, but it's not obvious to everyone. And many people think, oh, well, those days are over, but they're not. And unfortunately, an experience, an occurrence this past weekend happened that really sort of drove my point home. So I thought I would share that with you guys because I think, together, if we stop accepting it and raise more awareness and, just, I don't know, I guess, push for change, then hopefully we can achieve change. So basically, what the story is I participated in a fashion show this past weekend. It is called the first annual Finesse Show. It's www.finesse.org. I will put a link under this video so that you guys can check it out. And it was a great time. We modeled all different kinds of clothes. It wasn't just a fashion show, by the way. It was a fashion and talent showcase. So there were dancers, there were singers, there were poets, there were people that played instruments, in bands and everything. It was great. And so honestly, it was a very well-rounded, family type of show. It was a good show. We all had a great time. We modeled all different kinds of clothes, some from boutiques, some, local designers made themselves. It was a good time. So, the venue booked for the after party for our fashion show is called Foreplay Nightclub. It's in the downtown area, and that's where we went after the show. The show ended around 10 or so. I think doors opened around 10:30, and pretty much the only people that were there when the doors first opened were people from the show because our show is downtown as well. So after the fashion show, we all changed our clothes and headed over to the club to get the party started because 10:30 is kind of early. Not a lot of people are going to be downtown at that point, so we decided to just get the party started, like I said. So, we go in, and there couldn't be more than 30 of us, I would say. I'm not the best at, judging how many people are in a crowd, but I wouldn't say there was more than 30 people. It's probably 20 to 30 people at that point. People that paid for open bar, we're just getting drinks, everyone having good conversation. It was a good time just waiting for things to get started. 11 o'clock rolls around, and all of a sudden, music off, lights on, and we're being told, not even in a nice tone, but basically yelled at, okay, you guys need to get out, clear out, move. At 11 o'clock, again, downtown is practically empty at this point. No one is out even at this hour. It's very early. Why are you kicking everyone out? Especially when this is the after party for our fashion show. Why are you kicking the party out? Why are you shutting it down? So some of the party promoters, as well as people, that attended the fashion show, overheard, I guess, the manager of the club say that there's not enough white people in the club. There are too many black people in the club. I mean, really? Kind of ridiculous. And multiple people heard this. There's actually a couple news articles, there's articles, and there's also videos from our local news stations. I'll also post those links below. Our video made it to World Star Hip Hop, one of them. I actually appear in it too because they have a clip from the fashion show. So from the World Star Hip Hop link from 1 minute and 13 seconds to 1 minute and 15 seconds, that's me on the runway in the white outfit with the blue detail. Just to let you know, some incentive to watch as if, this isn't enough incentive to watch. Also, WKBW put on a report. They actually have another video too, and some of the people involved, some of the promoters, some of model management, they actually speak on the issue. One of the promoters was told that in order to keep the party open, you need to get more white people in here. The white to black ratio has to be 50-50. That's in the WKBW video. Really. They were blunt about it. They're open about it. This type of racism and discrimination, they were open about it. And that amazes me because usually, since racism isn't as accepted as it once was. It's not the norm anymore. It's just shocking to me that they would just so openly say it. But in a way, it's good because, they're now incriminating themselves and they need to be dealt with appropriately. And this club is known for pulling this type of, stunt because one of the black fraternities, the Alphas, they had a party at the same club last fall, and their party got shut down at 12:30. I was there at that party with some of my friends and my older sister, and same exact story, except it was way more crowded, and they turned on the lights, turned off the music, and said, "You guys have to get out." And I've heard that this has happened to other parties when the crowd does not look the way that they want it to look, and they will shut down a party, close it down, 20 minutes later open up the club, and, get the regular people, get the white people in that they wanted in the first place. And that's exactly what happened the other night. After our party got shut down, they reopened the club 20 minutes later because a lot of us were still downtown because we're like, hold up, we just did this great show and now our after party is canceled. So we were all trying to get together, maybe we'll all go to this club. And then, of course, there's issues now with, well, not everyone's 21, so not everyone can get into this certain club. So it was kind of a disaster. And it was unnecessary because they shouldn't have shut down our party. So I honestly just wanted to let you guys know what's going on in my, city. This is Buffalo, New York. This is my hometown, and I'm still here, attending college here. But yes, please look at the video on World Star Hip Hop. Please look at the WKBW video, and please go to finesse.org and see, what it's all about. I guess I want to say recently have become an advocate for black equality in America because we're far from it. I actually recently finished my research paper. It was for a class I'm taking, The Black American Struggle. It's a pretty lengthy paper. It's a good-sized paper, lots of information. I did a lot of research on it, and I got an A on it, so I'm very proud of it. But basically, it just covers the fact that, obviously slavery was, a horrible thing in our country, but the impact that it has had on us, and when I say us, I mean blacks in America, it still rings into today. It still impacts us today. That's why black males only make up 5% of college students, but make up, I believe, 36 or 37% of, people in prison. That statistic alone speaks volumes. Like, there's just too much discrimination and racism that still exists in our society, and some people have accepted it to be a norm. Some people look at statistics and they see them as probability rather than statistics. They see, 35% of black men, well, not 35% of black men, but black men make up 35% of the prison population, so they must be more likely to go to jail. They're not more likely to go to jail than anyone else. But in our society, that's the picture that's painted, and instead of, designing kindergarten and pre-K programs to help get them really rooted in school and get them the education that they need, because there's so many disparities in our educational system too. Please read Savage Inequalities by John Kozel. Great book. Great book. And it's just the beginning if you want to learn more about these types of things. But there's just so much that needs to be changed. There's so much that needs to be done. And, unfortunately, this incident happened this past weekend, but I think it sort of helped people open their eyes, some people, help open their eyes and realize that we're not equals in America. In my paper, I even say we're still second-class citizens in America, and that needs to change. So I hope you guys, enjoyed listening to this video. I mean, obviously, it's very tragic that this type of thing is still going on in our society, but it needs to be faced head on. It needs to be talked about, and change needs to be made. You can't just talk about it and expect it to go away, and you can't just ignore it and expect it to go away. You actually have to do something about it. So I'm telling you guys that, this is happening. And that, you know, if anything in your community is happening too, please do not be afraid to have a voice on it, and please just try to bring as much attention to it as you possibly can, because that's always a good way to start. So, I don't want to end my video on such a sad and serious note, even though it is sad. Like, it breaks my heart every time I think about it, which is a lot, because I am Black in America, and this is the reality of our experience here. So I think about it a lot. But, I guess I'll end talking about hair for a little bit. I'm wearing my hair in an updo, which does not happen a lot. But the wind here has been crazy. We had, like, tornado warnings for today. Like, it's been ridiculous. So I figured, let me do an updo today and have some indestructible hair, because I had 2 presentations, and I couldn't afford to be looking like whodunit, as my grandma would say. I could not afford to be looking like whodunit. So I will show you my updo. If you turn to the side, let's see. Can you see? I'm hoping you can see. Here's the front, and look at the top. And here's the other side. I stuck a pretty yellow flower in it. It's actually my roommate's flower. I need to give it back to her, but she's so sweet. Oh, and if my apartment is messy, well, my room, sorry, I apologize. I've been busy. And here's the back. Let me show you the back. I just clipped it. What I did, okay, first of all, I'll show you how I did it. Well, I guess not show you, because I don't feel like taking it down. It's so cute. But you kind of just roll the front a little bit. You know how, you just roll it. Clip it into place with 2 clips. Do the same for this side. Clip it into place with 2 clips over here. Then I took the rest that would be hanging down, and I slept with rollers in it last night, so it had a little curl to it, but I didn't like the way the curls were looking today, so I was just like, let me put my hair up. So I take it, I split it into 2 sides, and I put it in a twist. Since it had some curl to it, it was really easy to twist and stay. And then after I twisted it, I just clipped it up into place, secured it with these 2 little claw clips, and then the ends, since they have curl to it, just sort of stay right there, which looks cute. And then I feel like this side sort of needed something, so had my roommate's flower, stuck it right in there, and it came out really cute. So that's just a simple little updo, probably very cute for the spring and the summer if you wear it with like a little dress or something, or with anything. Honestly, it's a cute do for anything. But I thought I would end my video on that note. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out the links that I've attached, at the bottom of the video. And I'll be coming with more videos soon. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.